I'm Diana Steele, and I'm here at Fresh Street Market in West Vancouver, and today I'm talking about Nutrition Month. Our theme this year is Take a 100-Meal Journey, and if you've been following along, well, you've already gotten your kitchen ready, you've probably selected your goal to make a small change, you've thought about quality of your foods, and now you're going to think about quantity, because portion size does count. 5 out of 10 women and 7 out of 10 men consume more energy than they need. So that means they're eating more calories than they're burning. And as a result, that can lead to weight gain. And so today I want you to reassess your portion sizes and see if you're actually eating the right amount of food, or have you even paid much attention to it. Did you know that a fist, a clenched fist, is about 1 cup? So when you're thinking about filling your plate with 2 cups of vegetables, it's actually going to look like 2 fists on your plate. A serving size of cheese is the size of your 2 thumbs. I have long thumbs, so I get more cheese than most people. But really thinking about your portion sizes can help. And so one thing to think about is when you're serving your dinner plate, how big is the plate that you're using? If you're trying to keep your portion sizes smaller, you might choose to use a lunch plate rather than a dinner plate. The other thing you can do is serve dinner at the kitchen counter. Rather than having all of the food at the dinner table, have people come up and serve themselves, but do it from the counter so that it's not as easy to go in for seconds. The only thing I would say that you should leave on the table is the bowl of vegetables and the salad bowl. That way, if you're hungry, it's very convenient to help yourself to a few more vegetables. Try and slow down while you're eating. Maybe use put your fork down in between bites to help slow you down. Chew your food well and try not to eat in front of any sort of screen. So don't eat in front of the TV and don't eat while you're doing your email. Just take a time out to have your food and really pay attention to the fact that you're eating. Let those messages get to your brain, and it will really help to control the portion size. Think about also the packaging your food comes in. So if it's coming in a supersized container, research shows that when you buy a really big container, you tend to pour yourself more. And if you're using a big bowl, you're probably going to pour yourself even more. So you can pre-portion these large containers. If you want to have those large portions because of the economic savings, you might want to store it in smaller containers. The big packages of meat, divide up into 2 or 3 chicken breasts in one package and freeze them like that, so that you're not required to cook the whole thing and have all this extra food lying around, which you're more tempted to eat. So smaller portions. The other thing is to think about how convenient your healthy food is and how convenient your unhealthy food is. We want to make sure that your unhealthy food is perhaps less convenient. So you might want to store your chocolate bars in the bottom of your freezer, or possibly in the garage in a tightly sealed container, and until you really, really need it, and try and overcome those cravings. And instead, make your healthy food a little bit more convenient. So think about getting a big bowl and cut up and wash your grapes, cut them into little bunches, wash them and put them in your bowl in the front of your fridge. So when you open up your fridge, that's the first thing you see. Same thing with cut up vegetables. Store them in clear containers so that you can see what's in there. And maybe the unhealthy foods and the treats and desserts, put them in containers that you can't see through, and maybe store them at the back of the fridge. Have a nice big fruit bowl of oranges and bananas on your counter, so that that's the most appealing thing and most convenient thing for you to grab on the go. And that way you won't be looking in the cupboard for those energy bars and things like that. And then finally, make sure your snacks have a little bit of protein in them. Protein from things like eggs, or even having maybe 6 almonds, or having some Greek yogurt, which is higher in protein. All of those foods act like an anchor for your energy and improve satiety, so you're going to feel full longer, and then fill up on high fiber foods. So those fruits and vegetables and whole grains are still supposed to make up a good portion of your snacking food, so that you do feel full and it can last you a little bit longer. That'll help you reduce your total calorie intake and your portion sizes. So hopefully that helps you get a handle on your portions.
All right, folks, you heard it here. 6 almonds. Count them out. Thank you, Diana. If you have any questions, a couple of ways to get in touch with Diana: by phone, on her website, and on Twitter @Eating for Energy.